Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this watch and would like to purchase it at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at JazzTime.com. Today, I'll be reviewing the Vacheron Constantin, or Vacheron Constantin if you're American, in rose gold with a blue dial chronograph, reference 5520V-210R-B952. I'll tell you a little bit about the history of this watch, then I'll tell you about where it stands in the lineup of other similar overseas, then I'll tell you about the case bezel dial bracelet movement, finally try it on and give you my thoughts. So let's start with just a little history. Now the brands Audemars Piguet and Patek Philippe both came out with their integrated sports watch in 1970s, and then Vacheron, for whatever reason, decided that they did not want to follow suit. Maybe they were too snobbish or arrogant, but at any rate, they realized in 1990 that that was a mistake, and they created the Overseas. Although it does look like those other two, Nautilus and Royal Oak, it's not designed by Gerald Genta, by somebody else. I forgot his name, but it doesn't really matter. They came up with this Overseas, and it looks very similar in that it's integrated and it looks really nice. It's very, what would you say? It's very similar, and you can tell that it's a direct competitor of the Nautilus and the Royal Oak, but it has some features that uniquely make it Overseas, which is what I'll talk about in the later part of this video. So you have a little history of this watch. Now, where does it stand in the lineup? Well, Vacheron created the Overseas. They had this same Overseas chronograph in a previous generation, but this particular one with this reference number that I read you earlier came out in approximately 2023. And what is different in the 23 version versus the previous ones, like from 2018 to 2022, the bracelet is different. And some small things about the case and bezel, or the case and movement, which I'll talk about later in the video. But basically, it looks more or less the same. The main thing I would say is the bracelet, which also, again, I'll talk about it later. Now, when it comes to the Overseas, they have a lot of different configurations, as you might imagine. They make this one in other colors, and the Overseas, you can kind of break it down by its complication. It has time and date, the chronograph, they have a tourbillon, an open work, etc., etc. This one's the chronograph. So it's sort of mid-pack. It's not the most simplest one. The simplest is time and date, but this one still has some complication to it. It's got a chronograph and it has a date, so it has a little bit of complication to it. Okay, so with that said, and it has a price point of 90,000+. Retail wise, we're selling for less than that at jazztime.com. So it is not a cheap watch. It is a very expensive, high-end, super high-end watch. Okay, so with that said, let's start talking about the watch, starting with the case. Now the case is going to be a big case. It's going to be 42.5 millimeters. So it's going to be larger than both the the Nautilus and the Royal Oak, but it's not going to be bigger than the Offshore, which is the 8 by AP, but considering that it's on a bracelet, of the three brands I just mentioned, this one's going to be biggest. And that could be a good or bad thing. Some people want a bigger watch, and it looks much more substantial on the wrist. Let's say you have a wrist size of 7 inches or larger, definitely this could be something you can consider. Okay, so the case, and what should I say about the case? Well, I told you I would say something about the case. It's a little bit thinner than the previous generation, not by much. I think it's like less than a millimeter. It's not a whole lot, less than a millimeter. It's a 12.6 thickness. I think the previous generation was like a 0.5 millimeter bigger or something, or thicker, that is. It's a little bit thin, but you know what? 12 millimeters is not thick at all. I think if you compare this to the Royal Oak chronograph, I think it's about a similar thickness. Royal Oak might even be a little bit thicker, but not by much. Okay, so that's the case. And what else you can look at it, I can tell you about it, is that they did a satin finish for the top of the case with a beveled edge that extends down the length of the bracelet to give it that integrated watch look, which this one definitely has. And if you look at it, it doesn't really have true lugs. The case extends really large, and this is one of the things about these integrated cases. They just have this look where the case has no lug and it connects with a bracelet in a very wide manner. So they actually wear larger than they might perceive 42.5. And that could be a good thing, and it makes it look very sporty. If you look at the Nautilus or the Royal Oak, or even now the Land Dweller by Rolex, it also sort of has this blocky look at the lugs, which is pretty cool. It's different from what you normally see every day. All right, so let's look at the bezel. Here's another cool thing about the bezel. It is very unique. You've never seen a bezel like this. But what's even more unique is that Vacheron took their emblem and combined it to make their bezel. They sort of integrated their Maltese cross into the bezel. They took one side of it. There's 4 sides to the Maltese cross. They took one side of it. They made it high polished, placed it against a sandblasted finished backdrop so that it could have sort of layered and depth to it. And they made this bezel, which uniquely looks like theirs, but at the same time, still is similar to other integrated watches such as the Nautilus or the Royal Oak. So it still keeps that same theme going, although it's uniquely Vacheron. So that's why I definitely like this bezel. Let's look at the dial. That has not changed from the previous generation. Let's look at the dial here. Now Vacheron makes one of the best blues, if not the best blue. It's a very unique blue, and they did a really nice job here on the. They also make this one, by the way, I think in I want to say they make it in green. Excuse me. Actually, in Chronograph, I guess they don't. They just make it in actually, I'm gonna have to check that. I think they do. But anyways, they make some nice colors, and I'll check that while we talk. Oh yes, they do make a green. We sold that green before. That's why I remember. Yeah, it's a very nice green, and but they also make it in blue, as you see here, and in yellow gold, and a rose gold. That's the only 2 colors they make it in. Another really good thing, interesting thing, beneficial thing is that they put the date. Both the Royal Oak and the Vacheron put a date here on their chronograph. Interestingly enough, Rolex, the king of all brands, does not have a date on their Daytona for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they don't. So these other brands, Vacheron and Audemars, and even Patek Philippe, Nautilus, all have dates on their Nautilus. So yeah. Okay, and so yeah, that's the dial. Let's look at the bracelet here. The bracelet's going to be all in rose gold, and it has that integrated look. Again, you see part of the Maltese cross integrated into the center links of the watch, and then you have a high polished section within the center link, and then on the edge, the beveled edge that I was telling you about earlier, that extends down the case. So it just really makes this bracelet look unique, one of a kind, and you can tell it was uniquely made for this watch. Not only that, but it can be removed by simply pressing this button to remove the bracelet so that you can change it to a different look, like such as on a rubber strap or a leather strap, which they both have. And it makes the watch have a totally different look and function once it's on this rubber strap. Is sporty, can be worn in water. And then, but still kind of casual, leather strap can be worn at work. And you can simply just remove the bracelet, put on a gold one if you want to be fancy. I mean, it really makes the watch have a lot of different looks for just one watch. You don't have to buy different watches. I think that was a genius idea by Vacheron. Okay, let's look at the movement. The movement actually has changed slightly. I don't remember the old movement number. It's not much different. But this movement number is going to be a 5200. It has a 52-hour power reserve. And the thing is, it's a little bit thinner. I think this is the reason why the watch is a little bit thinner. The rotor also looks a little different. Before, on the rotor, it had a little cutout. Now it has a sandblasted finish, and there's no cutout. And it has this beautiful design at every moment on here. It has a star thing. The Vacheron words are done high polished with the backdrop of sandblasted finish. And then on this inner ring here, it has another really interesting ring sandblast finish as well. They just did a lot of effort to make this rotor look beautiful. And why not? They're Vacheron, right? Okay, so that brings me to the end of the video. So look, if you, what are my thoughts? Well, if you want a stunner that is going to be not the same thing as everyone else has, which is Royal Oak or Nautilus, then you can go with the Overseas. And I think they're really starting to come up and become a lot more prominent in their positioning. Before, Vacheron was doing okay, not that great. Now, when I say before 2020. After 2020, watches really exploded, and now Vacheron's catching up, really producing some top end products, and they have a huge name already. So you can get something that's a little bit off the beaten path, but still super luxurious. And by the way, right now a little bit under retail, but I think that's going to change soon. So look, if you want to buy this watch at the lowest price anywhere online, click on the link in the description below to buy it at jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.